prisoners and the guards had taken aim. I struggled with some demons, they were middle class and tame. I didn't know I had permission to murder and to maim. You want it darker? We kill the flame.
Hey, look at that. I didn't even have to sit here by myself.
No, I'm just fucking driving or else I fucked this up. And normally I work late, but I'm not working late today because I wanted to go through some fucking Blind Mike Project audio.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking Mike fucking kind of going after Craig, acting like he's hanging out with a bad group of people.
Oh, not that.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous.
This is my problem. This is my issue with Mike. Like, let's just... I don't know how to put this the right way.
Okay, no,
like,
this
yeah,
is
you
talk. This is a KMS issue where KMS doesn't ever really find out full stories for being a fucking investigative guy that's fucking doing a podcast about cases. They don't fucking dig into anything too far to really find out what happened or to talk to the right people or anything involved. They just get a bunch of fucking hearsay, fucking ruffle all their retard fan fucking feathers. And then now you got fucking Doxapalooza 3.0 that's going to start up here soon.
Hey, guys.
Oh, I thought it was actually Jay. Hey. Why would I think Jay is on time? Why?
Yeah, ludicrous.
Yeah. So what was the audio? Do you know like any timestamps here? You want me to get it or?
It's the beginning of yesterday's episode, and then the beginning of today's episode, because Craig's reaction was that if somebody like tweets at him or messages him or something, he's just gonna talk to him because he's a nice guy, and everybody's like, oh well, no, you shouldn't interact with certain people, you shouldn't do whatever. Like, until someone else like wrongs you or something, is that really fair to judge? That's no different than like, let's say Big Cat hated fucking Mike because Portnoy hates Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
right.
that's pretty
that's
fair.
Stupid. That's ridiculous. And then the bullshit of talking about how fucking people don't know, like, where a joke ends and where all that kind of bullshit. Like, yeah, did a joke ended probably, harassing Chris Curtis at work, but that's funny.
Yeah. I mean, here's where I will disagree with you, though. Everyone, like, we look at the world through our fucking glasses and think, like, well, this is fair and this is fair. It's like, but normal people look at this like, well, you were tampering with this fucking crazy person. What do you expect? Which it's like...
I don't disagree with any of that part, but for a show that preaches consistency...
Yeah, I will always say they're the biggest hypocrites in the world.
Correct. That's the whole problem with it. The shitty part to me is just the going on and like trying to tell Craig who he can and can't talk to, and that could have an effect.
That I'm not okay with.
Position. That's fucking ludicrous. You shouldn't say shit like that. Like, Craig wasn't involved. I know I personally told people to fuck off with, putting VGS stuff on it.
Yeah, you were. That's what I was saying that day. I was like, you were white knighting basically for Craig.
Yeah, and cool. They they can say I'm a pussy because of it. Because I get where they're coming from. That's kind of funny. But VGS as a whole, like the other two guys on that show, don't give a fuck about KMS or know anything about that. So why should they have something like that affect them?
Exactly. That's fine. I will agree with you there. I like the way I have to like look at this. It's like what Sneakers is getting is from what the basically like the 10,000 foot view. Like, you have to understand, like, well, that's what you're gonna get in this situation. I think even he knows that, but like everyone else around it, like Craig doesn't deserve anything fucking. But once again, I'm not gonna sit here and show them any fucking compassion because like I know that fucking fallout all too well. And also it's kind of like, wait a week, it'll go away, you pussies.
Completely. And it's funny, like I will give it that they turned it into content.
Yeah.
Where they've used it now in 2 episodes this week.
Kind of, too, because like today was like, which is funny because like I think a lot of stuff was squashed over today's episode and yesterday's episode. Kermit, mute yourself unless you're gonna talk because the echo is awful. Or leave, whatever. But it's funny that they like did the we're not going to talk about it but talk about it thing today, because like that's kind of funny to me. You know, like I like them playing that little bullshit
Well,
game. Like now they like everything's lightened up a little bit and we can laugh about it like the way we took it originally, you know?
yes. Yeah, and
But
that's the thing.
you
Like I
then
said,
like
like
we
I
said
said,
this yesterday, you can't blame him for being mad because he's a dad. You know, like so like there's a certain point. But the Craig stuff and like the way Mike is acting because like he thinks it's what the way Craig or Kirk would want him to act is the worst. The worst.
yeah. Well, I like the Blind Mike Project is a great show, and honestly, like he should just not even really bring up the KMS stuff. Yes, I know there's the fucking audience that bleeds over and like all that bullshit, but like you really don't really need to talk about Kirk because most of those people aren't coming to Blind Mike before they're listening to Kirk. So you don't really
I'm
need.
more in the boat of talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Well, yeah, I guess like it's just I
You
don't
know,
know,
like
it's
there's
just
a
fucking
certain
weird.
point where I would rather that than somebody being like, well, let's not talk Kirk stuff because that's
Well,
just to me like the worst.
Yeah, but the first show yesterday, he didn't even talk to Craig. He fucking had himself on J Cam. You know how we throw Jay up there by himself?
Yeah.
That's what Mike did, and he gave an old Mikey monologue there to fucking about what he
Get
thought
out.
about this. And oh yeah,
Let me
So I'll make sure-
how did
I'll
Mike
make
start
sure-
it? I know I don't really have much say in this, but let me just shoot my shit at it. Like something like that, I'm sure. Like trying
Pretty
to
much.
make sure there's no blame put on what he's about to say, even though any of it is it's probably all pointless anyway.
yeah. Well, it's like obviously
None of-
as a kids and stuff wasn't like but the thing that drives me nuts is like honestly that they think that these fucking three guys like tried to orchestrate this
I
and
saw
that they
people
like,
calling
fucking
them
wrote
the
a
three.
script.
I saw people calling them the three.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck off.
That's funny to me though. That's funny as
Yeah.
shit to me.
Like it's
That's
a fucking
funny.
prank gone wrong. Like fucking.
That's where like the only person that is allowed to be mad about it is Kirk at that point. You know what I mean? Like Kirk could
Yes.
throw all the rage he wants. Everyone else could go fuck themselves. Sneakers understands that Kirk deserves to throw that rage. Steve even tweeted that was well deserved. Like that, he said it perfectly. And there are people.
Yeah.
Did you see people trying to chirp Steve? I said to the one guy, I'm like, you look like the kind of guy who would burn an innocent woman because you thought she's a witch.
Yeah,
That's the
what
Minifans, though. The Minifans are like, we believe in Jesus, and if that guy, the priest, tells me that she's a witch, I'm about to burn that hoe. Like, you don't even fucking get. Like, that's the Minifans. Is that good? Is that bad? You'll find out.
Oh yeah,
Not
and
really.
that's the thing. Like I said, but you know
We're
what?
just
The
bad.
show's been pretty decent actually the last 2 days. KMS.
Yeah, no, it's been really good. He seems like he's in a great mood. like I know that sounds like I'm joking, but I'm not. Like I know like that shit went down yesterday, but I feel like that kind of shit is what gets his juices flowing, and it's when those juices aren't flowing that he feels out of funk. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking say I understand that guy because he's a fucking nut. Like
No, he's an
the
enigma.
shit
completely.
like him like I don't know. I don't want to talk about like all that, but he's a fucking crazy person. Man. I love him
Yeah.
because he's crazy. But other than that, he is a fucking nut. Like I don't know why these people want to try to be his friend. Man. He scares the shit out of me.
We fucking desperately need to hire somebody or that fucking dumb cunt intern Harrison. Like they need to fucking give him like a play card of like who people are at Barstool. There's nothing fucking dumber. And I can't
Well,
tell if it's a
that was the original Mincel Intel like idea. We were supposed to be the people who they could be like, hey, what is this person? What do they do? What are they doing? Are they relevant? What happened? You know, like that was supposed to be our role, but you know that obviously didn't go as planned.
Because like not knowing who you played trivia against last night as a guy that fucking somehow pays attention to everything and knows everything about fucking everything but can't remember names, it's like the fucking most embarrassing like nagging attitude that's like, oh, Jack this or Jack, oh, I don't know what his name is, whatever. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, because
You're
they'll
a
make
fucking
jokes
idiot.
they'll make jokes that are just so awful that don't make sense for that person that they just don't know are bad.
Yeah,
Or just
and
say
it's
something like, "Oh, do I like him? No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Do I like him? Yeah, maybe I like him. I don't know. Like,
and nothing. The only thing that infuriated me almost as much as the Craig shit is the shitting on Little Sass shit.
yeah, you got lit about that.
Wow, it's fucking
I
retarded.
stand with what they said though. Like, if Sass is gonna, he's not a barstool guy. I mean, we could admit that. But
Completely.
if he is only making $27,000 and living in New York, that's insane. Like, their minimum salary for anyone, even content, should be $50,000.
Yeah, there's no way it's that low.
Because that's a poor person in New York
you
City.
you couldn't live.
You couldn't. I mean, rent alone is $29,000. Like, I can't imagine living on that low. Like, I don't know how I would survive.
Like, I think part of it's like, like a bit. In a way, like
I
think he
didn't like
legitimately
because like
has-
that could be like, yo, I bet there was a point in time where Barstool content made $29,000. Like, especially
Completely.
if you were like what Sass is. He was like basically like in between college and shit, you know. So like,
Yeah.
if he isn't getting a raise because of the bit that went down the other day, and his salary is that what it used to be, because that's completely reasonable, then that is fucking wild. With all them, I mean, they just throw money at people. Like, Sass is talented.
Yeah. Well, like look at Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank's moved into a nice new place and all that shit and whatever.
Did you?
So it's not like they're fucking paying like.
I mean,
shit.
well, they're not pinching pennies. I mean, like, let's be real here. They are. Let's admit the stock. I get an update every fucking 20 minutes from Robinhood saying what's their stock prices at. I think fucking what's his name is just doing that. The guy who owns Robinhood, because Portnoy's always shitting on him, Vlad. Because I get it every 10 minutes. I get a pen is down 5% fucking message. Same with Dogecoin,
Same with Dogecoin.
which is in the dumper. Kermie was supposed to get a PlayStation. I was supposed to buy Kermie a PlayStation, and if Doge hit 75 cents, that was when the huge spike was at, and it got to 73 cents and then bottomed out.
Darn poor Kermie.
It's like
But-
the craziest thing ever.
But the wildest part of like the Little Sass thing is like like not acting like they know anything about him. His fucking secondary burner Twitter has more internet fucking influence than Kirk, Mike, Dave, and the show combined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're in different spheres of influence. But just meaning everybody else's sphere of influence because it doesn't meet your criteria makes you look like a fucking uneducated stunned cunt.
Well, that's on Dave, because Dave doesn't have the balls to be like, well, I'm friends with these. Let me call them. Like, let Kirk fucking trash these people to their face if you're gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like, at least they have the chance to defend themselves. I'll stand with you there. Like, I was happy when he said I wanted to take calls today. I was like, oh, okay, we're fucking around. Like, we're fucking around here.
I tried.
And then
I had a
but they didn't take calls. They didn't take calls. They hung up. Like,
see, I haven't got that far in the show. I got
yeah, they took calls and didn't actually take calls. Like, he let the fucking phone lines fill up. Sometimes I think he just does that to dick stretch.
Oh, that's
like,
God
just
complex,
show that. Yeah, that's a radio move right there. Like, I can get callers. Like, no one cares. Like, we can get callers. Like,
I haven't lost my fastball. I can still fill up the lines.
I want to take an outside approach, a third party view of this whole situation though. GVE stock through the roof, the roof. Oh, you said it yesterday. This whole thing, it's like a chess game. I'd say we're good chess players.
Oh, completely.
I know, like, we may, like, to the common eye look like bad chess players. I think we, like, NBA is probably one of the biggest factors of it because of his, like, innocence of stupidity. Like, we wouldn't get away with half the shit. Like, when I tell you, like, we have visual proof that, like, VA gets away with the shit he gets away with. like, I mean, I have it from the source that VA is doing good. Like, and it is through the roof. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good for us to finally know that we have our feet dug in, because in this world we are the people who never have.
I did announce on Twitter that Chris Klemmer has declined our offer for advertisement. I offered to be a title sponsor, and he declined.
I think
he
I
said
said
thank
this
you
on
for the
here,
offer, though.
I think I said this on here, but I want to sponsor him. like from my
Oh
company.
yeah, I'm still trying. I'm working. I'm working some. I'm gonna work. So I got a couple other websites and stuff that I'm gonna try to work.
See,
some
like
sponsorship
we can trump card it with the fact that like if like my like we'll give this isn't fake now. You know, like now we're talking like, and I think Chris is good enough to have that spot. Like I and this might sound biased, but like I seriously think Chris could pull off having a podcast. He's weird enough. Like that's what people
Yes.
want in that world. Weird. Like I listen to weird. That's why I like Chris to begin with. Like there's a lot of people who hate Chris, but that's what I like about Chris. So there's an audience for it. I think he's smart enough for it to the point where he's smarter than anyone talking about it.
Well, Chris
Like
is good because Chris has weird interests. He actually is opinionated.
That's
And
what I
he will
mean. He's
fuck about his
very
opinions.
opinion. Yes, he's very opinionated where like he'll stand by his smartly made decision. Is smartly a word? Well-educated decisions. Smartly. That's a Trump word. That's definitely that was made in 2016. But no, he that's why like we're starting the thing like basically like the thing that Craig's trying to start with his whatever, but like we have an actual one and we're trying like he is my number one. Like he is my number fucking one. Like I want him to like I want to be the company who like gave him the chance and now he's a big podcast because of it because we have more than enough money to do it. You know, so like
Yeah.
and I think he could take it to like he knows exactly how to take it there, like what needs to be, you know, like what the scaling process for it is, like all of it. I think he's like it's an easy pitch.
Yeah, and he's just a generically entertaining guy.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He is generic. Like the fact that his title is wrong. Like your title's wrong. It doesn't make sense. It's a theater near
Yeah.
actually you, like not us. No way, man.
'cause
It's got to
doesn't-
be
it
your
doesn't-
bull.
Well, doesn't us like pluralize too, meaning there's somebody else watching movies with him?
But isn't it a theater near you?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay,
Yeah, it's a theater near you.
I get lost.
Or is it a
I
theater
get
near me?
lost after- I think it might be at a theater near me. I just get lost
Is
after.
it? If that's it, then I feel like the biggest idiot because I've been saying that for like 3 days. Shit.
Yeah,
Shit. His podcast
is
isn't
good,
going
though.
anywhere.
He's gonna be. It's gonna be worth listening to. Like it's a great, and there's nothing wrong with like a 15-20 minute podcast. Like if it's tight, concise, has good shit. There's nothing wrong with that. I
damn.
think it's pretty hard to like drone on. Like I listen to a lot of Shane Gillis and Matt McCuskers now, and that only works because like those guys are friends.
Did you
And
listen
they're-
to what's it called? Son of a Boy Dad with Shane Gillis?
No, not yet.
Oh, it's
I'm
good.
excited
It's
for
so
it, though.
good. It's so good. I love Shane Gillis. He's like he's the ideal comic in my eye. Like fucking like got canceled, handled it perfectly, got famous because of how he handled it, but he's not famous because of how he handled it. You know what I mean? Like he is that perfect
Exactly.
fucking Goldilocks zone of like a comic, and like I love Shane Gillis. I think he's fucking
is-
hysterical. And he's like
It-
just
it-
poor and awkward. Like he's a Philly dude, which just makes all the sense in the world. Like just not understanding he can't make it in the world like the way he is. Like I love that.
The funniest part is like we're talking Sass's sphere of influence and all that shit. Sass got him on the show. Blind Mike hasn't got him on the show yet.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean. Blind Mike and them were talking about Sass. Like, how does he get him on? Blah blah blah. It's like because Sass is a fucking monster. Like he is a fucking beast. That's why he's hired by Barstool. Like he is he tweets and gets like 400,000 fucking likes. Like it's insane. Jason from Attleboro will surely fact check that. That will be a clip for the rest of time. God forbid I fucking exaggerate with the fuck. I hate that.
$50,000 in merchandise.
Yeah, dude, $50,000. That's the Sneakers was on that show.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's the funniest part of like Sass is it's just a different form of talent.
Yeah.
And that's where like, the whole interaction thing has always been weird. Because like, why not talk to random people within bars?
So it's at a theater near me. I who want to sponsor this podcast would like to formally issue an apology to Quantum Week Chris. Damn it, I just said his name wrong. Fuck. So this is awkward. Yeah. That's my new job. I forgot. That's my new job. What else is going on? So Blind Mike's a pussy, but like I think Blind Mike is doing. You know what I love about Mike? Here's what I'll give Mike. He has learned to. Now, granted, this is only his ring of trust. Like if this happened to a person like me, he would throw me under the bus faster than a fucking street. But
Yep.
when something happens to say Cullinane, or not Cullinane, Carano, he like finds a way to squeeze in the possible truth that probably is the truth, but like you can't say it in their hypocritical fucking fury that they go through. I love that. Like, he'll be like, yeah, but I think he did it because he thought this would happen. And it's like he fucking Da Vinci codes the real answer. And you're just like, whoa, what the fuck? But then it's just completely pushed off. Like, no, I don't think that. Like, oh,
Well, it's
okay.
like he gets like slapped in the nose with like a newspaper.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's just like the fucking autistic genius, like, has like a breakthrough fucking science thing. And then, like, the racist dad just like slaps him in the face. And he's like, stop reading your books. Like, shit like that. I know I just named one of the most fucked up families ever. Redneck racist dad, autistic genius son. Fucking Lucille Ball in the kitchen.
Great melting pot.
Yeah,
But yeah,
quick word.
It's great. I just don't like that take on Craig's friendship.
Yeah, you have gone out of your way as a VGS member, which since they're an acronym and we're an acronym, we can consider ourselves sister companies. But since you're a VGS, like basically part of the show now, you have been standing up for Craig. I appreciate that. It's good to have.
Yes.
It's good to have these stands.
Hit the post, please. Clip some of those defending Craig's honor things. That way we can get that
we would
out
hate to see those get
get out there.
not seen.
Yeah.
We would hate to see us not look good. That's basically. Also, quick word from our sponsor real quick, and then before that, if you're watching on Periscope, do you want
Kill
me to
yourself.
send that to your house? Quick word from our sponsors. Real quick, let me just find it.
I got one question. Are you, like me, the type of dude to eat out a fleshlight? Good. Come watch.
We did an ad for ourselves.
Nustin's just such a beautiful, beautiful boy.
Yeah, I'm happy I solved the Nustin problem last night. That he needed an article like that spoke positively about Kirk as a broadcaster, and he's like, I can't find one anywhere. He's like, there's only negative fucking media about him, which is fucking hysterical. But I found when that kid came in and did that article on Kirk, and I was like, this will be perfect. He's like, genius. I'm happy to be a resource. I'm just happy to fucking day by day break my fucking back for these people.
Hey, but that's where the private threads, there's people helping people within them.
Hey, people help people.
You know what I mean? They're not.
Yeah.
The private threads aren't always a cesspool. Sometimes there's
DC
good
gonna
things
do?
that come out of it.
What's DC gonna do when you send him to their house? He's gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get raped. Oh God, I can't make that joke today.
No, there's
Fuck,
nothing
too
really
soft.
off the table.
Yeah, that's whatever. I don't think it's cool. Like I fucking worship pussy. So like, understand you are fucking with my deity there. Also, if you're fucking gay guys or like just fucking a man or raping a guy too, I think less of that. I don't think it's as serious. I don't know how to explain that other way.
But we still think the queers should be
How
able to get
are
married.
you?
Hello, sir. Hello. Where
Hey.
are we?
We're well.
I hadn't listened to the show yet, so I don't know. I didn't mean to.
Oh, that's okay. It's good to see you though. I was watching your stream last night. Also subscribe. Make sure you go out subscribe. Twitch dot whatever. What is it? I don't even know .com.
I don't know if I know.
Oh, it's okay. No, then yeah, make sure you go check out Vodka.
It's twitch.tv /Dr. Vodka 12.
12. What's 12
Why?
represent?
That was
Why
my.
did you play so late last night? Like fucking,
I don't know,
people
dude.
gotta go to bed.
Dude, sometimes I just get it in my head, man. I'm like, I had every intention not to play, and then I was like, it just hit me. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna fall asleep. I just played. I don't know.
That happened to me where I did the same thing, but I wasn't playing. I was watching you and Kermie.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. Like, Carm went to bed, and I was like, all right, I'll be in soon once this is over. And I was like, once what is over? Me watching Baka. I was like, this could end now. Like, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
You know what's weird is I actually enjoy watching Call of Duty.
Oh, I love watching Call of Duty because, like, especially, like, if Kermie's playing with Vodka, because, like, I'm waiting for Vodka to just snap on Kermie or something. Like, I love that shit. Like, I love seeing people get mad and what game does it better. If you think about it, that might be what Call of Duty is.
Call of Duty is probably the most infamous game for making gamers mad.
Yeah. I
'Cause-
mean, just, like, out of pure flaw and just the game itself.
I love that, like you're in COD Twitter now, so you
I
you
know.
see all these
I
people,
know.
you see all these people complaining about the game. It's like, dickhead. Call of Duty has been broken
Yeah,
since they
gone
came out.
been broken.
Like it's been, even when it was on
It's
console.
been like since online gaming came out, Call of Duty has infamously been the worst one of them all. Like,
and I'll
where-
never
like,
stop
and
playing.
what's funny is the early Call of Duty games were some of the most like beautiful games ever made.
Yeah.
Like the Call of Duty 2, like the OG Call of Duty, not the first one.
Yeah.
Is one of the best. It has the Saving Private Ryan intro. Like, it is
Yeah.
amazing. It is so good.
I know, and even when it's broken like this, I'll bitch and I'll complain, and you'll hear
And
me
you just keep
scream into the
playing.
fucking camera, and I'll never stop playing these games for the rest of my life. As long as they continue to make new ones, I'll play.
You
them.
know why? Because when you have that meta gun in your hand, nothing hits more than that. Like, when you know you have that gun that's working better than like it's supposed to.
Nope.
That is a good feeling. I
Nope.
do feel that. Like, I know that feeling. It's great.
It's like I think the most kills I ever got in a Warzone game was 22. And that feeling after I won, when I got 22 kills, I almost ejaculated.
I don't know if Jay's not here because he's mad at me because I like freaked out on him like all day today or what, but he's just
I don't
not
know.
here.
Oh, holy shit, this is so bad. Makes me want Jay there. That's cool, dude.
This is I wouldn't say, is this bad? Are we just talking? Yeah, we're talking about video games.
All right, yeah, that's a section of our thing. Speaking of video games, I didn't finish watching it. I was watching the Rags video on his new automaton build. Has anyone watched that?
I love that Rags did those. Like, I love that he did those. Like, he's making like
it got
game
me to
time.
watch a video.
What's that?
It got me to actually. I've never watched like any of his YouTube videos before that.
Mhm.
Now I saw that.
Like,
I'm like,
I
hey,
think there should be like, I think game time should get creative into like the fact of like, you should have like a thing where kids could go in and like literally test gun, like find the meta. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
fucking, that would
They
be
already
wild.
have that though. There's already people that do that.
Is
another
like-
dumb question.
like Jay
do they
God.
let- do they?
His name's Jay God. Sorry, Killer. Go ahead.
But is there people that like conglomerate clips for Barstool of like fucked up kills and stuff, and then Barstool puts out like a highlight
Well, they do
video
that.
of that shit?
They do that. I mean,
So
most
that
of their
shit-
Twitter clips are other people getting sick kills. So what you're saying is make a mash of those?
Yeah, but how about like fucking dumb deaths and like shit of that, like that, like I mean, there's
They don't-
sports like bloopers. Like, was there blooper reels?
Yeah, they do that. There's they I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I would say their main account tweets out a good amount of clips, like a good amount of clips, I would say.
Okay,
And,
well, I
like,
just gotta
they-
start paying attention.
Yeah, and maybe that's just because of that, but maybe it's I would say they tweet out a good amount of clips, like, but it's like some of them are Call of Duty, some of them are other games that you don't know about. So like, there's a good mix.
Yeah, MRags isn't like
He's not
He's
like
really-
a highlights guy. He's like, I don't think he's that good at video production. That's what it is.
well, he never. I mean, he was a video. He got found by Smitty during the when they were trying to
That
get people.
college tournament, right?
Well, no, before that, because MRags helped commentate that. It
Oh,
was
okay.
it was when, remember when they started hooligans and all the mood shit.
No, see,
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention of game time during that because that was during COVID, and that's when I got into Kirk.
Okay, so basically it was they were starting the hooligans. They had that little. They were trying to make a Barstool like. So
Gaming.
I think
game.
what happened, and this is an assumption. Portnoy went to 100's Thief Compound. So did Smitty. They met like Nade Shot, who's just like the guy who started 100 Thieves. And I think he gave him the idea, we'll start a Barstool gaming team.
Mm-hmm.
And so they put out these things where, like, if you want to join the Barstool Hooligans, you will have tryouts. They used to have tryouts every Thursday. And you'd have to go get in the Discord and you'd have to wait in line. And then Smitty would bring you in and they would, like, you'd run with Smitty and White Sox Dave.
Worst. That, can you imagine two more frustrating people to like be on the big stage with? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
WSD, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to switch to my computer because my
All
phone's fucking up.
Yeah, I am like, he's right. I am like fully enveloped in fucking gaming Twitter too. So like maybe that's why I'm seeing the clips more than you. No, here I'll give you the account. I'll give you the perfect accounts to follow because like I fuck around with these guys. Do you know what I mean? Like they're good to troll. Yeah. They're huge troll. Like Vaca is one of them. Like Vaca Bonds, he's a good. He was the guy who was on Vice for training. Like he would get hired by moms to train their kids how to play fucking Fortnite.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. There was a special on him.
See, like funny. That shit's hilarious. Like that's the funniest part of like the world is like there is actually so much like funny content out there by so many different companies that like it just takes you forever to stumble across it.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I gotta answer Carm. Speaker. Yo.
Hi. Sorry, I was a little sorry.
I'll just monologue right now and say if Jay's Mayhem decides to not show up tonight, he's a giant pussy.
Yeah, I thought he was in here. Where'd he go?
I don't know. This is his show. That's all we fucking hear about. His show. He doesn't show up on time. He doesn't show up fucking forever.
That's why I don't really give
Is Hooligans like dead?
Yeah, no, it's they never formally said it's dead, but like they used to have like they used to make like Streamlab overlays and stuff that said Hooligans when they streamed, and they took them all down, and I think they gave up on that. Well, I mean, they made the team where like I think they tried to make a real team, but it was just Smitty and Glenny Balls and fucking White Sox Dave and Hank. So
which
like,
Hank still plays quite a bit.
Yeah, Hank still plays. Hank enjoys playing. Hank like kind of fell in love with it. He never. I mean, from what I understand, Hank never really played before. Like he play here and there, but he kind of got into it. Dude, Warzone is addicting. Like especially when it first came out. What level was Mooj involved in the creation? He wasn't. I mean, he might have had a bit of a say in it, but Mooj was the best player. I'm just reading Hit the Post. I didn't read it out loud, but so like Mooj was the best of all of them. But Mooj was I don't know if you guys know. I know you know Caller Daddy. Caller Daddy brought Mooj in. Mooj was like a friend of Sophia's.
Well, Mooj was MILF Hunter, and Mooj
he was MILF Hunter.
He was paid because supposedly he was helping write their fucking episodes. Portnoy hated him. He just would sit all day playing fucking video games. Then Big Cat, being the nice guy that he is, kind of was trying to like bring him under his wing.
Yeah, and so like when Big
Mooj
Cat was doing his
double down.
Yeah, when Big Cat was doing his NCAA thing, Mooj played college football, and so he was like, yeah, Big Cat let him like help call plays and shit, or what plays he should call, and I don't know. I don't think Mooj had like they would have. I think they would have made it without him. He just happened to be there, and he was like good, but like he wasn't really funny. He was just kind of like Dave says, he kind of a douchebag, and then. You know, and like MRags is 10 times the video game player that he is.
Oh yeah, it was just at the time he was the best in the office.
Yeah. But I think like I wish they wouldn't have stopped because I think they had something about like what I think they should have done is kept the Hooligans and just have this really shitty team of like Glenny Balls, Smitty, and White Sox Dave.
Hey,
and then but then put themselves into real tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes, because it would help grow the tournaments. It's having every man content. That's kind of what I was getting at with like the clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, it's cool seeing like crazy kills and all the stuff, but like you kind of like seeing like the flubs of where people are just fucking retarded.
Yeah, and like mine's not really a bit because I think I'm good, but like half the but when I'm like real with myself, I realize I'm not. But like that's half the fun of my stream is because like you start shitting on me in chat, I'm gonna go be like, I'm fucking better than you. You're you know what I'm saying? Like even though I'm bad.
Yeah, there's bravado. Like that's the whole thing with it is like there's bravado. It's bravado for nerds, kind of in a way. The like weren't athletic or anything at some points in their life. It's like a great equalizer on their own turf.
Yeah, I mean,
not that you weren't athletic, because I mean you had to be athletic since you were in the army. But well, you do. You can't be fucking.
Whoa.
He's from Canada, dude. He's from Canada.
It just wasn't the army, killer.
Father, forgive him, for he's from up north.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. People say that all the time. They think military. They just say army, or they
I always just say they were a soldier.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Which
You were a
I can't
Marine,
say
I
army. He's a
apologize.
Marine. Yeah.
I mean,
You were
Yeah.
the-
See
you
why
were- you
we are a scary military. We have these crazy dudes that do this crazy shit.
Well, you now vodka go down as the greatest Marine within the KMS world.
That's true. You went
Wait,
to the one spot.
Who was the other
Congrats.
one?
Well-
I mean,
well,
Steve.
Steve from Providence.
Steve from Providence was a fucking
Steve,
Marine.
first name, last name, Providence. Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah, fucking
Christ.
from 95 to 2000, he was the greatest Marine.
Yo, you need to put that in your Twitter profile so we can.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Then
too.
I'm gonna make a
I
Baca
did-
hitting Steve from Providence compilation video because we.
Oh,
have
I'll start I'll start shitting on his career because 95 to 2000, 95 to 2000.
Talk about the most peaceful years of
yeah,
America.
peacetime, sick fucking Marine Corps, fucking.
What happened then? The fucking .com boom.
Dude, I would love.
how much.
Dude, I wish
did
he
you
would
get from the .com boom, dude.
I wish he'd post a picture of like his his ribbons and medals. I bet it's the smallest 5-year like ribbons and medals of all time.
Well, the only thing he got a ribbon for was fucking taping 4 other guys fuck a fat chick.
Yeah, dude, that's as crazy as how. Yeah, that's as crazy as on the ground.
I will say this. He probably has way more like so those peacetime guys. They would like they didn't have fucking fuck all to do. Like they weren't even really training for war like that. And so like I bet he has a fucking bunch of crazy stories like that where he's fucking fat chicks and jumping off of the barracks and
fucking fat chicks and jumping from heights. 95 to 2000. That was the core needs.
Yeah,
Wow,
I love that he had that in his profile though.
In his profile.
Like,
wow,
greatest
wow,
Marine.
he looks horrible for his age. Jesus
Yeah, he
Christ.
was a rocket. He was a rocket.
I bet he was, dude.
The Marines have a way. The Marines have a way of squeezing a pretty man out of anything. Like they can. I mean, when
fucking
you're
work ethic.
jacked, anyone's pretty hot. Like,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
You have to be real ugly to not be hot if you're jacked.
One thing you will notice about Marines is that we are also usually the ones to get fat almost immediately afterwards because they fucking killed us so bad with PT when we're out. We're like, we don't want to fucking do this anymore.
Yeah. Why you've kind of earned the right to not have to ever run again.
Dude, I had a sergeant that fucking he decided he was going to become a drill instructor because you like after you get done with your first enlistment, you have to start thinking about your B billet.
My
like
dad
if you're,
got stabbed in the leg, but with a bottle by his drill instructor.
yeah, they're fucking
story.
crazy. They're fucking crazy. I mean, I have stories about that for days.
The first, every time he tells a story, he's like, I had this drill instructor, little black motherfucker.
I think I told you
He
guys.
always says it like that,
Little
little
black
black,
mother-
motherfucker. Because
I
like
do-
he's like a big dude. Like my dad
That's
is
fun.
not small. Like this dude probably had a jump to stab him in the knee, man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty bad.
the opposite.
We didn't have anybody stab anybody, but like,
Well,
it
this
like-
was in like Vietnam. Like
Yeah,
that,
they're
it
still
kind
bad.
of got him out of having to be deployed to Vietnam too.
they're still bad. Like they just they figure out different things. Like it was probably my 3rd or 4th day, and it was another little black guy. His name was Sergeant Barry, and he was like ITing me, which is intensive training. So basically, we would call it slaying. He just started fucking like making me exercise like crazy for like 15, 20 minutes, like hard, like you can't stop. And
What
he
happens
got-
if like that person passes out? They just leave you there.
Yeah, he'll try to wake you up. We'll call Corman over, and then
So
kinda
like
walk
it's
away.
just the embarrassment that you have to be brought away.
Well, it's like if you fucked up, there, like if you did something wrong, or if They really could do it for any reason. Sometimes
No, I
they would-
understand. I don't care that they're doing it, but like, say someone like I was a basketball coach. Trust me, I make kids run for fun
Yeah.
because I wanted to.
Yeah, like
But,
that kid
like-
looked at you wrong.
Yeah, no, not even that. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
none of all of them look at you wrong. Like you
Yeah.
have to after the first practice, you realize like you can't base shit off that. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
well,
all little fucks, like, and they all hate you.
What I was gonna say was like he was doing this to me, and it was like my third or fourth day, so I wasn't like indoctrinated into it yet, and he was like spitting in my face as he was yelling at me. Like he wasn't doing it on purpose, but everything that coming out of his mouth was spit.
Oh.
And so I
Worse.
fucking lost it, and I fucking gave him the finger, and I said, "Stop fucking spitting in my face," and he knocked me out.
Oh, really?
Knocked me
Yeah,
unconscious.
A nice, cool bell ringing, dude. Like,
Dude, I was out
ding!
for
Yeah,
apparently I was
best.
out for like 15 seconds.
Yeah,
Like,
nice.
did
Is
he
he
say
was he
take
bigger
a
than
nap,
you, or?
boy?
No, dude, he was a little black guy. He was like 5'6".
I bet I know
and
you
he
don't
was-
know what happened, but I bet he just walked right away. Like he just handled it
Well,
perfectly.
No, the other guys in the platoon told me that like the senior drill instructor saw him do it and like immediately
Oh,
grabbed him
really?
and pulled him
Grabbed
away.
him. So
Well, yeah,
okay,
because
so that's
he
the
wasn't doing it to protect me. It's because if he kept hitting me, he would
yeah,
have
he
gotten
killed
trouble.
you. Yeah.
He would have, But it was like my third or fourth day. I guess I promise you. I tell you what, I didn't flick any of them off again.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has their one of those. I mean, there are some out there that don't,
Yeah.
but every
Well,
person
he
is
never
allowed
let
that
it go. He never let it go after that. Like he crucified me once.
But I'm saying like, if they're gonna reprimand you for that shit, like I bet they give all Marines one of those, because like there is a certain point where like you are trying to make these people snap to your will. So like when you can't get mad when they break.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we had two
you can't-
kids say they wanted to kill themselves, and like they were like, we're gonna try, and like they had to get kicked. They got kicked out of the military.
Yeah,
It's like I think it's like other than honorable discharge.
Saying yes, how Jay's cat was saying, "I'm gonna fucking kill myself."
Well, he made it seem like the cat was back.
The
like,
cat was
literally.
standing on the fucking road, like
Yeah,
I
well-
will fucking murder myself, and it will be all your friends will have a meeting in the mines tonight about you, like killing your cat.
Imagine how
Ashley
Jay definitely
Ray,
buried a lot of
Ask
cats.
Tech. Who is this now?
I don't know.
It's I think an ad. Yeah, Jay's cat wanted to kill himself.
Like, imagine how sad it must be as a cat to be like, I don't even want to go in this house, and if you make me go in this house, I'll jump into the
will
fucking
literally-
road.
Yeah, Jay, like it's like he had a Mexican. Oh, excuse me, I don't know if I could say that Mexican standoff with fucking his cat, dude.
I think you can say it Mexican standoff. That's an actual
Can you?
thing. I
Okay,
think it's a
good.
Yeah,
thing.
he's Guatemalan. He's Guatemalan.
Yeah, but you
isn't
can't say like anything anymore, like that has a country in it that isn't okay. So like I don't know.
Yeah, I hate that we lost the F word. I use
Yeah,
that.
but I-
used to use that religiously.
I
he?
what's it
People have been
called?
trying to bring it back.
But yeah, I am on the wave of let's be careful bringing it back, but let's do it the right way and let's make sure both parties are okay with it.
There's been several times I've said it.
Because I stand with
once.
the people who don't like the word, because like literally like the kid like the kid me and Willie hung out with when Willie was here, like he was gay for a while. Now he has a kid with a black chick. He just likes to fuck things. He took like when you would say it around him, he'd be like, "Yo, watch your words," and it would like immediately make you be like, "Fuck, dude, like that hurts his feel. Like they don't
Yeah.
like that, you know, like that's not what he likes to hear." So just try
Yeah.
to stop saying it, and it did make me stop saying it because like it was respectful how he would do it. He wouldn't make a big fucking. He'd be like, "Watch your words."
Yeah.
Like, how about you just treat me? It's like Jay not saying the name last night. It's like, yo, I
Yeah.
asked you to do one thing. Can you not do that?
I
That's
guess
what. That's the way. And like, yo, we grew up just being like, yo, he's a fag. Like
Yeah.
that, and like me saying that like that isn't. I don't mean it negatively. It's like what when we were kids we called like, and that's the way they look. It's like, well, okay, that's what you. But like, understand that's what you're also calling us. So like
Yeah.
now you're just word associating these two things together, which in my eyes it's just like shut up, pussy. Like, you know, it's
I called
it's a
everything
word.
gay.
But it's
Yeah.
at a certain point you got to be like. But I am for the train of bringing it back, but let's just be respectful to both parties. and do it the right way this time.
Yeah, it is different when it's in person, but like if you're coming to my Twitch channel and I'm sitting there yelling at a person that probably lives on the other side of this country and I'm not actually saying anything negative to them about it, then but I say it and you get offended, guess what? Just hit X on the fucking channel. You'll never have
That's
to
the
come
other
back
thing
again.
I have in this world. Like, if you're offended over it on a show, it's like, then fucking leave, dude. Like, I will do a show for no one. But don't make me have to not be allowed to do that. Because, like, that's what they try. It's like, just because you do that, I don't want to watch it, and no one else should be allowed to. It's
I know,
like,
but
well,
the-
there
the-
are some people, like, if you want your opinion, you have to be okay with some people being okay with it.
Well, the
Like,
the platform's relented, so now like if somebody reports it, they'll just kick you off, and it's just like
That's what I mean. Like, easily, like, yo, you guys want to fuck with me? You could literally kick me off Twitch right now. But like, I'm not gonna care because like it's fucking useless. But it's to the point where like people's actual careers could get ruined by that, and that's what I don't like about our country. Like, we're now trying to actively destroy creativity and fucking innovation just because of like words and like I can't stand behind that.
yeah.
Even though I do understand where these people may come from if they're offended by a word. I
think a lot of people would laugh at us and be like, "Look at these two fucking white guys talking about now, like they don't give a shit."
Yeah, but
If-
like I get called like a fucking dirty Italian names all the time, but like they don't hurt my feelings.
you could literally call me anything, and
That's what I mean. Like, maybe it's because we're just fucking middle class white kids.
Yeah.
We have no problems in the world. So like,
dude, you could literally.
but like, yo, I would say in that situation, maybe you guys should also listen to our opinions on it too, because we have a pretty unbiased approach on it. You know, so like, I don't know.
I just can't imagine, like, unless like I can't picture myself being a black guy,
I
but
can't believe we're sitting here talking about this because how easily it is to, like we're saying, clip it and just make us look bad with it. But continue.
I mean,
sorry.
no, I was just saying, like, I'm not a black guy, obviously, but I only have my own brain, and I just can't imagine, like, unless somebody's screaming the N-word in my face, I don't know if I'd ever care.
Plus, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna pull the like. I feel like I'm well accustomed with other people of other races, and I have never offended one of them. Like, in my whole life, I would be so
probably-
nervous in that situation because I from day one have tried to avoid it. Like, I guess that's good parenting, maybe. Like, I don't know. Or
Yeah.
playing basketball. Like, I was introduced to a lot of different races from such a young age that it's kind of just like nature to me, like, to be around other races. There's people who like weren't around. Like, Carm is from a town where there are no black people, and when I mean that, like, not just black, like there are there's nothing
like,
but
nothing
white
around.
for like 100 miles like circumference around her. Kitty, you are annoying the fuck out of me today, dude.
You see this? That's how it starts. Next day, he's gonna be out there trying to commit suicide while you're.
My cat-
Oh, you cussed me out, huh?
Yeah, no, my cat's like us rich white kids. He is way too comfortable to think of ever like to even fathom.
when Jay was
he doesn't
like-
even understand death yet.
When Jay was like, he's an outdoor cat, I was like, that's because you leave your fucking window open. He's not an outdoor
Yeah,
cat.
dude.
He just fucking's out there. You leave
Yeah,
your
dude.
window open.
He's just literally walking around. He thinks he's a cat. He doesn't know if he's indoor or outdoor. You just
You
just
made
haven't
him
chosen.
outdoor. You just
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
doors open. You can't do that with pets, you fucking dummy.
I have a what's it called a show to do at 9:00. So if Jay's coming, like,
What do you
let's
have at
go.
9?
I'm recording a show with a famous Minifan that I don't know if I could say who it is yet. Let's just say you don't like him.
I know. I think I know who it is. I heard he's
Yeah,
got an
let's just-
accent.
Yeah, let's just say he's got an accent. You don't like him. He's short, and his name is Manners.
I mean, I will say this. It was a smart move on his part to block me because
Oh, he blocked you? Worst.
Dude,
What
dude,
is
you-
Vartech? What are you guys doing? Is this a? Are you fucking with my butt?
I was not expecting you
Are
to
you?
say that.
Are you fucking with my butt?
What are they saying?
What's
I don't know.
Vartech? Vask Tech.
I typed in
Yo,
mint-
put
mint-
tech in the comments. Put .tech in the comments with your own unique.
I like that.
That's our hashtag here. Var.tech. Hashtag that shit. Make sure you do. Check in.
I
What's
just
going
saw-
on in the world of vodka? How's sobriety? I
it
don't know
sucks.
if we're talking about that publicly,
It
but
sucks.
here we
It
are.
sucks. It's miserable.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You just can't drink controllably.
No, I can drink controllably, but it's every day. I would
that-
drink. I'm at like, I try to wean it down, but I'm at like 4 or 5 airplane bottles a day, and I just can't get it
Oh,
past.
so
that.
you drink liquor.
I literally
You
only
don't.
drink
You can't drink
vodka.
beer.
I can, like, if I go to
Drink
a bar.
beer. I have no
Yeah.
problem with people drinking. Like I lived with a kid that drinks Yinglings all day long, all day.
Yeah,
long.
it
like,
leads-
and
it
he
leads
is
to
he is
liquor.
150 pounds and 6'4". So like, it's not that he gains weight. Like it is part of his blood. So like, I know you could drink a beer, like you could drink beers all day long. It's just you can't do that with liquor. You can't drink liquor every day.
No, I know, and that was another thing. Is like, I know your liver doesn't have nerve endings, but it's starting to hurt, which means it's getting fatty because it's
Yeah, well, no,
it's
that's-
growing and it's
you're
touching.
you're putting fucking literal things you could run a car on in your body. Like that's the difference. It's like I love fucking liquor. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, but I don't drink like every day. You know, so it's
Yeah.
like
No,
it's worth it. It's so worth it when you want to go out. It's just if you drink every day, which once again I have no problem with, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Then you're just like a housewife that's like rotting away. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, I'm like probably the most functional like
yeah.
drinker of all
yeah.
time. But like, I also don't get fucked. Like I said, I'm drinking 4 airplane bottles. That doesn't do anything to me anymore. So like, I'm still going to rehab. Like next January or February, I'm going to rehab.
Oh, really? You're gonna like lock yourself away, rehab or outpatient?
No, I'm going.
You're going in.
Yeah, I did it in 2017 for 30 days, and I went in there with
I did
the.
outpatient for 90 days.
Okay, I can't do it,
But that
man.
was for coke.
I need to get away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did it. I was a massive cocaine addict, so I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And then they were like, yeah, you can't stay here because like there's actual drug addicts here, like that do heroin and alcohol, so there's no beds.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I went to the same rehab as what's his name? Fucking, it's Emilio Estevez's dad. What's his name?
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen went to. Nice, yeah.
Martin Sheen's one of my
a
favorite
very
actors
nice,
of all time.
Is he? He's a really
Yeah.
good actor. He's
Yeah.
a really, really good actor. Like,
A lot of people don't know this. He played General Robert E. Lee in Gettysburg, and it's probably
oh, Gettysburg's one of my favorite movies, dude. I
It
watch
is my
I
favorite
would say
movie of
2
all
or
time.
3 times a year. Like that's
I-
like Dances with Wolves, where like
Yeah.
if I consider myself a man, which I'm not, but I do consider myself one,
Mhm.
I need to make sure I watch that 2 or 3 years. Now these are the reasons why I'm not one.
I love that
was,
movie more than anything. That used to be like a test, like for girlfriends. I'd be like, if they can
Really?
sit.
You throw that's you're fucked up, dude.
Well, I'd be like, if you can
Can't be
sit
doing
through
that.
this and
Yeah,
either
you
one
love me.
not complain, or
Shout out Dale got mentioned on the show today. They were
Yeah,
wondering
they
where
did.
Dale's
He
been.
did.
I'm pretty sure he's protecting your freedom right now.
Yeah.
I think he's literally serving. Like any more shit you want to talk on a hero? It's like I'm over the Dale talk. We get over that. It's like it's at this point talking shit on Kelleher. You can't even fake be mean to that guy.
I just
it
don't-
doesn't even make sense anymore.
I don't get it. Dale
They
texted
don't
me
get
the other day, and I didn't realize
Nicest
it
guy
was-
in the world.
I didn't
He's the
realize
guy.
it was him.
But know what it is when Dale gets fucking oiled up, dude. Dale could probably fucking piss Kirk off. I could see because Dale gets real mariney when he gets oiled up.
And he's a
You
soldier.
know what I mean? Like talking marine.
Oh
like,
yeah, because
seriousness.
his dad was.
Well, his dad, I think his dad's like that too, right? Well, not
Well,
marine. I mean, like he's Army or National Guard, right?
I don't
or
know
is he
what.
Army?
I know Dale's Army, and I know his dad
Army?
was a Marine.
Okay, yeah. But I just mean he gets real like soldier, like he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know.
Well, it's something, and
He loves
Dale-
talking to other soldiers at that point in time, and like I love that for soldiers deserve that. Like
that's
that's,
why
what you guys earned.
I play
like,
on
in
it.
my eyes.
I play on a disabled veteran hockey team. Like,
Do you?
yeah,
Bunch of fucking wheelchair veterans
didn't-
and vodka.
I didn't. No, it's
You're just
it's,
fucking crippled in a wheelchair.
no. We out. So
Sorry,
all of
crippled
us,
veterans.
all of us can like walk pretty much. Like everybody on my team can like skate and everything, but like our goalie has one eye from an IED.
Dope.
Yeah, and
Dude.
he won't
Is
wear.
he good?
He's pretty good for having one eye. Yeah.
I mean, is there like soldiers are fucking the best? like,
Dude,
like
he
not
won't- he
only do
won't
I have
wear
one
a
eye, I'm a
glass eye.
fucking goalie, dude. Like
He
I'm a
won't wear a
goalie.
glass eye. He won't wear one. And so like
Oh, really?
it's very funny when we go to the handshake line after games and people don't know and they see him because he takes his mask off to shake hands and he's got no fucking eye and people are like, holy fuck. It is very funny to say we play like in tournaments against a goal like if we get shit on in a tournament, it'd be like, well, yeah, our goalie has one eye.
Thanks, fucking Cameo.
That is what most of us are. So you are right, Cameo.
Oh, that's the funniest shit. Oh, this show's been making me laugh hard, dude. Like, I think we're getting good at this show.
Yeah.
I seriously do. I think this show is like, I've never once been like, this show is good. I know it's because there's less and less Jay, but also I think when Jay is on here, it's becoming more and more valuable. Like, we're all learning how to deal with him.
I enjoy Jay. I know it doesn't feel
Every
like-
time
sit there in
Cameo comes in the
wheelchairs.
comments, I shit on him. I feel so bad. I don't mean to. It's not that. The Cameo by Mike's wife is one of our biggest fans.
Really? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
she's a huge Meeting of the Minds fan. We have what's it called? There's a fucking, she has her own drop.
Let's see it.
Where
I've
is it?
probably seen it before.
Maybe it's on the other one. Yeah, it's on the other one.
I gotta
We
see
have
it.
fucking
now.
folders. Yeah, there it is. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are ya? Are we sure
BA
Cameo?
line out there?
Are we sure Cameo didn't make another account and just?
I don't know. No. I think I met her at what's it called, Sacco too. I have to go on fucking Menners. Are you playing video games tonight, or are you gonna be sober from video games too and break my heart?
No, I'll play.
Okay.
Just
walk you down the path of the wrong shit. I would love to be here holding
Just
your hand
just
for it.
message me when you're done with that little Australian pussy fuck
Do you want me to?
loser.
I will give you an exclusive line to Menners if you just say whatever you want right now, and I will deliver it right off the bat.
I don't really. Let me think. I can't remember why I hate him because he blocked me so long ago.
Okay.
I guess. Oh no, because he has no relevancy anymore. So I don't really
You want
care.
me to ask him to unblock you?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I could,
got
no.
it. All right, that's perfect. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Also, wait. Stay here for a second. Actually, stay here for a second. I
Okay.
have to fucking.
All right. No,
Hey, Carm.
It smells really good in here.
Yeah, I redid the. set thing.
that's weed, Carm.
Yeah. They go, Carm. That's weed. What smells like weed in
I
here?
meant to-
It's the weed, man.
I thought. Don't get weird. I thought about Carm today. Ask her what the lowest
I don't get
ranking.
weird about that.
Ask her what the lowest ranking member of the medical field is, because I want to change my name.
Carm,
to
what's
that.
the lowest ranking member of the medical field?
I don't know.
She said she
Medi-
doesn't know. So
Ask her
bad
if it's
job.
medical assistant.
I would say a janitor in a hospital.
I also.
No, that's not. He doesn't do any medical.
Well, no, he said he wants to be that.
No, not be that in
Not
real
me.
life. I want to change my name to that.
Oh, got it.
Like,
would
I
say
wanna
the
be,
janitor
like,
at a hospital.
medical
I think
assistant
janitor at a
vodka.
hospital would be funny.
Ask her how low a medical assistant is.
How a medical assistant? That's not that high, right?
No, but it's higher than some things.
Technician?
MAs usually don't have to clean anybody's shit off their ass.
Who has to clean shit?
Yeah,
Who has to clean ass shit?
CNAs.
Freddie would do. CNAs.
seeing.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized I saw my